Hi everyone. Before I get into today's beautiful project, first of all, I'd like to say happy Valentine's Day, and also thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to our community. This is a very beautiful, beautiful site, and everyone here is kind to me and to each other, and I appreciate that beyond words. What I would like to do today, unfortunately, is share a little bit of news that saddens me because it affects people in our little community, this channel. One of you, or one of my viewers, is very sick and has been for a while and is in the hospital, and recovery is very difficult at this time. Also, her family has been affected by it, and they've all been sick. You know, the flu can be a bad thing, bad, especially when you're older. So I'm asking you to just throw some praying hands out there for her. I know she's watching. Give her a couple of hugs. She could use it. And it also saddens me to inform you of another person within our community who I've not known very long, but I have mentioned her in the channel. Her mom just passed, and she's not doing well at all. So I'm not going to call her out. Just give her some prayers. A couple of praying hands and some love. And with that, happy Valentine's Day. Tell someone that you loved them today. Say it every day. So, today's project, I'm making in a 5-inch hoop. I'm using 22 gauge wire, and this is broken, but this is in my playlist from Amazon. This is my favorite. And I cut 20 wires, and they are 21 inches long. And we're going to start, well, let me tell you what I did. I did put them on with a slip knot, and the first, because I have a hard time keeping track and counting them and all that, the first 10 I put on the same way that we always do, and I'll demonstrate that in a minute. And you can tell because of this little loop that this comes through. The second set of 10, I turned my hoop over and did it the same way. Now when you put them all together, you'll notice, hopefully, these ones here look like a U, and these ones here in the front, right above these two little pieces of wire, they look like little dashes. So that tells me that there's 10 there, and there's 10 here, and that's the easy part. Now, I usually have a hard time attaching I wasn't even sure what I was going to put on this one. I thought about this, but I decided not to. I think we're going to use that, and I think we will put that on last. I was debating, and now I'm sure. So let me put my beads where I'm not going to knock them over. So what we're going to do with this beautiful tree is separate them into 10 and 10, like that. I'm going to slide them over, arrange them to your liking. I like that. That looks pretty good. And now what I'm going to do is support my work right there and start twisting out my tree. I have 3 times in the last 2 days tried to put up a video, and I just couldn't. I just wasn't there. So today I will work with you. I have a lot of comments to catch up on, as well as emails, and I promise. I'll try and get to them later on today. And I think I'm going to put another twist in this. Well, if you hear that in the background, that's my cat, Miss Abby, cooing away in her sleep. Gotta love her. Okay, this will have a bend. I don't know if I want to put it in now or later. I think I'll put it in now. I usually do. I wasn't even sure about what style tree I was going to make, but now I know. I was going to hang it on one side, but I think this will be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 8 wires from the left. This is my right, actually. Not this one because it's too low. So try to take them from up higher where they're not going to unravel right there. And just push those ones back. This is a good spot to take them from. Okay, I'm going to just count to make sure. And I think I'll put in a little twist right now so that they stay together. Ooh. That's different. It's okay. Now we're going to do it again. Count out 8. There's 4. And there's 4. Now I'm going to put in, cross it over like that, support your work right there, and put in a twist. There should be 4 here. Now we're going to take 4 more. Because we're using 20 wires, we're going to have 5 limbs. Just like that. I always count more than once because I make mistakes. I don't want to make a mistake today. Okay, now give it a twist. Like that. And this is how it's looking so far. I like it. Now we're going to take out another 4 and 4. Okay, there's 4. I don't know if you can hear that wind. This weather's crazy. Okay, I'm having trouble getting 2 that want to go. There's 1, 2. So I have 4 there and 4 here. Just slide down. Support your work. And put in your twists. That's just to establish the sections. Sorry about my voice, guys. Okay, now we're going to take 2, 3, 4, and hopefully there's 4 here. And there is. So now I like to use my thumb, support my work right there, and I'm going to put in my twists nice and tight. I wasn't sure about what kind of tree I wanted to make today, but this is what I came up with. Looks like I didn't twist that in, but I do. Oh no, you just belong there. That's all. I'm going to put in another one. So yesterday I did mess around with the tree and I got it almost halfway down, but I kept saying, geez, it looks so dark on the screen. It was because it wasn't plugged in, so it died. And I got so mad that I just said, screw it. I just gave up on it. But today, we're not going to give up on it. Today, we're going to make something beautiful. I think I like that tree so far. Now, I'm going to come back over here and separate the 4 into 2 and 2. I'm going to, oh no, before we do that, I'm sorry. I'm going to make this a little longer. We need branches. Can't have just little limbs. That won't work. I think that's a good length. We might add a few or not as we go. Usually we do, down to the 2 and 2. Okay. So I'm going to go around this hoop and I'm going to take each section of 4, I'm going to split it in half and add some more twists, and when I'm done I'll come back. I've gone all the way around and I've twisted them into sections of 4 and 4. There's 4. I did not do that. All I did was lengthen them. Okay, now we're gonna go back. I just added some length to my branches. Can you tell I'm just not completely there? Now we'll separate these into 2 and 2, like that. I did make my branches longer. The only one I didn't do is the middle one. So once they're 2 and 2, I'm going to put in some twists like that. We're going to go around the entire tree, and then I'll be back. Okay, we're about ready to bead, and I've twisted everything down to 2 and 2. The beads that I've chosen for today, being Valentine's Day, really pretty mix. Let's see what we have. We have some 2, 4, and 6 millimeter clear crystals. I also have 4 millimeter pink seed beads, 4 millimeter pink bicone crystals. This is just a mix of all different sizes. So let's see what we can come up with. If anything, it has to be pretty. And I also have over here, as you can see, a whole bunch more in case I don't have enough right here, which I do, but you know, anybody that knows me, I like to have a lot, and I like the way they feel. Look at this tree. This tree here has to be different. Well, they're all different. They're all unique, but this one here is going to be extra. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put I'll do a pink bicone. They're 4mm. I wasn't sure what size to go with. I did make danglies. I like the long. Let's see how it looks. And you have to put something on the other side, and you can't twist too tight or you won't be able to dangle it. Now if I have to move it down, I just don't want it to touch. I think that we're going to have to go with the smaller one. Well, that's unfortunate, but we'll use that on something else. I do have 2 of these made already. So once again, I will put on my, hopefully they don't fall off, my bicones, and then my little dangle. And because I'm using 2 wires, on the second wire I will put, let's see, what will I put there? How about a 4mm, 6mm, and a seed bead. We'll see how that works. Just has to be pretty. You hear that wind? My gosh. So I'm going to slide them down, and I'm going to support them right like that. I'm going to twist, but not too tight. I'm going to twist tight, but not too close, because I still want that to move. And that's it. Now, I'm going to put leaves. Of anything I pick up, we're going to do a clear one. Alright, we'll do a clear one. I don't know how many I want to do. Did you say 5? That's what I thought you said. Okay, thank you. One of you did say 5. I heard it. Okay, so we're going to move those bicones down and twist out our little leaf of 5. And it looks like this so far. It's pretty. Okay, now we have a long wire. I'm going to twist with that wire. Support your work. And that's it. Now we'll put a little cluster, I guess. I was going to put a lot of leaves, but I think that a little cluster would be fine. Nice and fun. So we'll do a little pink, 2 4mm, and then on the other side maybe do one bigger. But there always has to be something pink. Let's see how that looks. Oh, that works for me. Support your work and put in a few twists. Now, let's see what it looks like. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? What do you think? Oh, I think it's very, very pretty. It's very sweet. But I'm thinking I want to make leaves outside of the hoop. But not if there's 5. Maybe we'll do leaves of 3 and 5. Let's put a little 3 leaf here. Let's see how that looks. And I did do that with 3 little seed beads, because I really like them. They are in a playlist for everything I use from Amazon, because unfortunately, I don't know how to list, and I don't edit. For everyone that's new here, my channel is very different. Just a lady that has zero skills with technology. And I'm very forgetful, so. Oh, I think that looks really cute. I like it. I don't think we're going to go outside the hoop. So the way I like to do this, bring my wires after I twist, after my leaf, you need to put a few twists. That just makes it look tidy. Bring your branch right over to your hoop like this. Support it. Bring your wire up. Well, there's 2 wires. Bring them up. And hold. Sorry guys, my throat is hurting today. Now we have 4 wires on our hoop. You can pass this back up. Cross it over beneath your hoop, above the twists. Give it a good tug. Bring it back up and cross it over again. And now you have your first branch made. I like to cut as I go, and I like to use tweezers, not pliers. For everyone that's new here, when I first started, before I knew this was my craft, it was tweezers and a nail clipper. I still use tweezers on every single video you see. I use tweezers. And because I have no patience whatsoever, I will go in and put in a few twists. We still have 3 branches left on this one, but I like to put it in my hand, push up with my fingers, down with my thumb, and gently put a little bend. That just tightens this up. And then here, we'll do it again. Tightened it up. My dangle looks beautiful. No troublemakers yet. Okay, we'll go on to our next row. There's a lot of wire on this tree, but it means it'll be extra pretty. Okay, there. I think I want to put a little leaf. And this is why I pick up so many at once, because 99.9% of everything in my hand and on my tray has no hole. It's not my eyesight. They just don't have a hole. Yes, I was being sarcastic. Okay, now, got that one on. And it did fill that space, kinda, sorta. Doesn't have to. We're gonna space them out and lace it up anyway. But the only thing you do need to do is always twist with your longest wire. And if you're gonna add a leaf, put the beads, one just fell, on the longest wire, so that you're always guaranteed to meet your hoop. I did cut these a little extra long because I do want to put a lot of leaves. I actually did not want to use any clusters at all, but I don't think it'll look good. So instead, I'll make my clusters small. Okay. I think I'll start with a 4mm on that side. And to offset it, straighten that out, I'll use 2 4mm either beads or bicones or seed beads. Is Finn upstairs?
Yep.
That's my cat, guys. Miss Abby has not been wanting to come out, and it's not good. So I'll most likely put this down and come back to you. Oh my gosh, listen to that wind. It's scary. That is so pretty. Okay, we're going to put a leaf here. I think we'll put something pink. could do 3, or I could alternate and really change this up, and we'll do 5. Didn't you just say 5? Thought I heard you say 5. 2, 4, ooh, we're missing one. This tree's gonna take a while. Let's slide them down. Bring it right up to the twist and put in a few, not too many. Oh, how pretty is that? That is lovely. Now we're going to put in a few twists right here. Let's see if we have room for anything else, and we do. So I'm going to put 2, 1 on each side of something. I think we'll do crystals. There's 1 and 2. I'm not following any particular pattern, just picking up what fits. I'm going to cross that over and twist it. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it over. It's awful noisy here. Bring it over right there. Hold on to it. Bring it. See this finger right here? Holds it. This middle one pushes it up. Watch my hands, guys. They're always on my work. Always. Now we're going to wrap it around again. We have 4 on the top of the hoop. Just push that down. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it like that and then cut it from the back side, or wrap it around twice and cut it. This is just the way I like to do it, because I like to pull really tight and I don't want it to come unraveled. It's just something that I've picked up along the way. Everything that I show you, the tips and tricks, they are unique to me. I don't copy people's work. Everything I've learned over a long period of time, and that's why I teach you everything, because I think that I can make a beautiful tree. And for everyone that's new here, go to the playlists where I've posted, with consent, trees that you have made. I'm very proud of you. I actually looked at one and said, I can't do that. My trees don't look that good. You're doing good, guys. Very good. Actually, I may send you an email later on, tell you to open up a YouTube. Which is another thing I always wanted to ask. Do any of you have a channel? If you do, let me know. Let me know in an email or a comment. What brought me this channel was a comment that I had left to someone whose channel I loved. Eventually, we became friends, and I texted her a bunch of photos of my work, and she said I could do it, and I did. And by the looks of your work, you can do it as well. So I thank Joy from Red Creative Art for encouraging me to be me and to share, because without her I wouldn't be here. Check her channel out. Now there's an artist. I just do trees. She does everything. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just get my hand in here. I do want to put a few twists, no matter how you do it, always from the back, and support something on the front, which my special one is this little leaf. I want to put a little bend right here, just to see how much room I have from there to the top of my hoop. Plus I'm impatient. And bend my leaf down. And now we look like this. It's not down enough. Give it a little push. And once you're all done, you're going to move everything around anyway. It's never going to stay where you put it now. But I can guarantee you, when you're done, it will never do this, ever. Because we're going to lace it up. And if you don't know what that is, it's my I take total credit for that. I followed nobody. I broke a tree because I had it hanging in the jump ring where the chain was, kept sliding, causing a big gap. So I kept fixing it, pushing it up, and it would slide again. And eventually, the whole section broke off. And I then decided that there has to be a better way, and there is. And it is also in a playlist. I did it at the request of one of you. I think I did it twice in the same tutorial, and I did it with contrasting wire so that you could see what I was doing. Now, with the longest wire, I put in a twist right here, like that. And I'm going to make a leaf. This one I'll make with 3 because it's a small space. So I'm going to pick up 2 bicones with a little seed in the middle. It's kind of pretty. Slide it down, bring your wire right up to the twist, make a little triangle, and twist it. Now support your work with your longest wire. Always, always, even if your wire is really long, get into a good habit so you don't come up short. And if ever your wire does not reach your hoop, go to your playlists. I got your back. I did it on one whole project. Every wire did not reach. And that was on a double hoop wedding tree of life. Let's see. I was looking. Oh, ooh, did it jump? Nope. I know I have 6mm pink crystals in there, and that's what I was looking for. These are all just mixed from my leftover beads from the hearts that I made. Heart-shaped hoops. They're in my Etsy shop. I think I still have a few. Bring it up, wrap it over, bring it up again. See, this is why I cut my wire long, because I don't like it like that. Bring it down, take this one. My fingers don't like that, so I call on a friend. Ooh, that hurt. Punch the tray. That's okay. It's all good. Not bleeding. And this little one here, I'm just gonna push it up with my tweezers like that and catch it, hopefully, and bring it over. And now I'll push them down like that, and I'm ready to clip. I could go around again with one, but I choose not to do that. When I lace, if there is a little wire like this one here, a stinker, whenever there's a troublemaker, usually when you lace over it, it just pulls it down. And one more, and then we'll be done with this section. How pretty is that? So, as always, when you start new, you have to twist. I hear beads falling, but I don't know where they're falling from. I swear I grow beads and they fall out of my skin. I'm standing up in front of a tray, not even touching them. I'll put a little leaf here. We'll use some pink seed beads. Also, guys, these are in a playlist. I love them. They're mirrored. If you're using them for jewelry, they're not the bead for you. I have them in mixed bags and solid colors, you know, separate. And I love them, absolutely. So these are the 4mm pink. And I'll show you the difference. This is why they're not good for jewelry. Look at that. Can you see that? Never buying them again. Said it was a 4mm bead. Okay, and then we'll twist. I have bought these in every color. I highly do recommend them. They work perfect for my trees. Now, we're going to put in a few twists like this. Okay, and could put a cluster there, but you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to find something pretty big. Like, is that too big? That's too big. Just one. This is a 6mm clear glass crystal. I'm going to put it there because I just want to hang it. If you don't have things to put like for a leaf, always, even just to fill a space, you can use anything. You can use a seed bead, gemstone, whatever you have. And that will hang right there. Now I'm going to support my work. Put in a few twists. Like that. And now, I think, well, I could put a leaf. I've already got two. I'm going to put a leaf. I was going to put just a little cluster, but I've got the space. I've got the wire. I'm going to put a leaf of 3. And I will use 3 pink bicones for that one. Like that. And slide them down. Take this wire, bring it up, and put in a few twists. Tighten it up. Always put a few twists after you make a leaf. Still not making it to my hoop. So that means we get to put something pretty. Let's see. How about if we use 2 pink 4mm on that one and 1. I'm breaking the rule because I should have put them on the longer wire. Let's see if it'll make it. Ah, yeah, it'll make it. With the longest wire. The bigger the bead, the more wire you need. So I should have put the bigger bead on the longer wire. I'm going to change it because I don't want you to make mistakes, especially when I'm telling you what to do and not doing it. Sometimes I get carried away and I start working too fast, and it takes someone to tell me to slow down because they're not catching what I'm doing. And this channel was originally made for everyone, but beginner friendly if you don't have a craft. I think everybody should have a craft, regardless of what it is, however old you are, whatever your craft is, because you need it. In this world, you need to have something that is unique to your own self. Something that you do that brings you pleasure. If you like to sing and dance, knock yourself out. I like to play with wire. And talk to myself. I could never be one of those people. YouTube people that have the stick in front of them. Going out in public. No. I'm not that girl. I do, however, talk to myself and my cats. And you. Okay. I'm just supporting my work right there, and I'm just kind of trying to just do this around so that I know it's done. There's no damage to my fingers. Okay, so there's section 1 complete. Now I think that's really cute. But what I'm going to do now, get my hand underneath, because this is an odd branch, which is fine. The next one will help it. They all work together. Put your hand underneath. And I'm going to knock over that camera stand. It's actually a tablet stand that I bought. I love it, but it's easy to knock over. And the tablet doesn't work anymore. There we go. And that's section 1. That is one pretty tree. Okay, take a break. Okay, let's see if we can carry on, get some more done on this tree that I hoped to have done by today, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, guys. So I apologize in advance because my planning didn't go according to plan. It is no longer morning, it is late afternoon. Well, it's almost 1:30. I'm usually done by now. But that's okay. I'll post this up as part 1 if I can't. I won't be able to finish it all today. But hubby sleeps in tomorrow. Soon after he leaves, I will make sure that I don't stop until this is done. So I'm going to put in a little something on both sides and leaves. That's it. Just those two. Nah, I don't think I'd have enough. Those are just 4mm bicones and 4mm seed beads right here. So I'll just slide them down. Excuse me, guys. Wind, I don't know if you can hear it. Man, it scared my cat. It scares both Abby and Finn. Especially when they're laying up in the window seats. Forget it. Okay, bring it up to your hoop. Bring it up, go around again, 4 wires on top of your hoop. Bring it up. Cross it over. Beneath your hoop, above your beads. My fingers are saying no, 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 I can't do that right now. Cross it over. Could wrap it down again. Or not. Doesn't matter. I just like 4 little wires on the top. That's all. And I want it tight enough that if I twist to tighten, it doesn't come undone. This won't come undone. Go. That looks very dainty. I think it's pretty. My stomach agrees. That'll fit. Maybe not. I put 5 on there for a leaf. I don't think it'll fit. I was thinking about only using 12 wires instead of 20. But I wanted something full and something pretty. And I should have started this early this morning. And we're going to need something big right there. So, let's see. There's 2 bicones and a 6mm round and 2 more 4mm bicones. I hope that you can see my hands. I needed something big to fill in the space. That space. And once the tree's done, we'll be sliding them around anyway. There we go. Now we have a long and a short, because I made a big leaf there. Now we're going to do a cluster. And we have the long wire on the bottom, which is good because I twist with that one. I feel like this light, I have 2 that came in the kit that my husband got me. I feel like it's flickering. I mean, I could be wrong. I feel like I could have put something there. I'm going to leave it. I don't want to untwist because this wire here, you don't get that one chance because then you take away the strength of the wire. I was going to try and untwist and add like 2 bicones on each side or 1 on each side. I decided not to. I try not to do that. Push them down. Give it a little twirl. Like that. Oh, I still feel one. There it is. I hope you can see that. Not anymore. Getting tangled. So for these two, I think I'm going to make a... Originally, I wanted to put these little lampwork beads in between each section, but they're too big. So I'm just keeping them on the inside, the bottom row. That's good enough for me. So right here is 5. I have 2 4mm bicones and then a 4mm, seed beads, and then a 4mm bicone. Only because there's a big space. And then just put your twists in. Like that. Now you have a longer wire because of the leaf. That's this one. I will twist with that one. And I will also put my beads on the long one. So for the next, I'm going to do a cluster. Not too many because I want to put a nice leaf in there. I love the color and the paleness of the pink crystals, and without the seed beads, I don't think you'll really notice the pink. I think that helps it to pop out. Did have, oh, I'll show it to you. I have it right here. I was thinking about using this mix, but I think that, I don't know, I think that those would be too, the magenta color would have been a little harsh with the pink, especially with the lampwork beads. So I decided not to use them. I decided to go with this. Now let's take a peek. And we're going to put a cluster up there. Let's see. Oh, 6mm bicone. Okay. And a 6mm round pink crystal. We'll take that. Probably a CB too. We'll keep it all. If it will fit. It'll fit because we're going to make a few little bends. So I'll bring it up to my wire to my hoop, pass it over, hold on to it, bring it up, lift your finger long enough to pop it under there again. Give it a little tug. See, that finger still stays there. It's just like out of habit. Plus it helps it from not sliding all over the hoop. Oh, and another little tip, guys. I don't know if you've heard of this. I've done it on my jewelry for years. I don't think I ever told you about it, but toothpaste. Don't matter what kind you use. I use Sensodyne because I've had my teeth for 65 years. Yeah, if you have a hoop that you come across that has a little bit of tarnish on it that you don't like, take a little bit of toothpaste in your fingers, rub it on, let it sit for a few minutes, and then buff it out with a paper towel. Let me see if I can get this down without knocking my spiders over. Oh, there goes the spider. There's a troublemaker. I knew that was going to happen. Oh my goodness. But anyway, so my husband gave me this a long time ago. Now I haven't cleaned it since the wedding. It does tarnish. This is from the Jane Seymour Open Heart collection. I have the earrings that go with it. A little bit of toothpaste, old soft toothbrush, rub it out, and let me tell you what, it's better than ever. I used to use the silver cleaner for my silver jewelry that smells really bad, makes you want to throw up, until someone told me about that. And that works. Plus, I noticed after you dip with the little basket tray thing with your jewelry in it, if you look at the bottom on the inside, it's all little silver pieces. That's silver pieces of my jewelry. Yeah, no thank you. Oops, see, I found the tack. Okay, so here we're going to twist it up a little bit more so I can fit a leaf. I have to keep an eye on the time. Oh, I still have time. I had to pause before, and then I had stuff to do. I had a cat to take care of, and I have my husband's lunch pretty much, not completely made, but it's prepared. And then I'll clean up that, and then get everything set up for breakfast in the morning. That's my routine. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. When the building is closed, he sleeps in, but there's a snowstorm coming. And when that happens, which was another reason, another thing I failed to tell you. One of the reasons why when we have storms, he goes in and he'll be there all night is because he has to get there before the storm. Otherwise, he's off a main highway, the medical building that he works from. They plow all night like a convoy. And though a few storms ago, he could not even get out of the lane of traffic going in the same direction. They had plowed so much that he had it was like hedges of snow that he had to hand shovel just to get the car into the lot. So, yeah, I don't like the snow. What's up with that one? Need the longer wire on this side. I'll pass it over one more time because we have this big space. So I'm going to put a big old leaf in there. Let's see. I'll show you what I put on my wire. Almost. Again, son of a gun. Okay, I need a big leaf, so I have a seed bead of 4mm bicone, a 6mm round thingy-majiggy crystal, then again the 4mm bicone and the seed bead. Because I got a big space right there, don't have to fill in all the spaces. I just have the wire and why not? I have enough room there for something, so that's what we're going to put there, for something. Okay, I picked that up on purpose, the 6mm, and I'll do the same on the other side.
What's that?
In the round thing, on the condo thing by my side of the bed. Let Finn out, please. She ain't going nowhere. She don't want to come back out. She's awful. She wants to just stay. She was in the window and something spooked her and she flew down the stairs in the kitchen, so. I'm not sorry, guys. It's a day in my life. I do have a tripod that has 3 legs, yeah. that would be about right. It's for like tabletop. I think I'm going to start acting like everybody else and run around with it with my arm sticking out. And here it is, a day in my life. Don't laugh. At night, not before I go to bed, but when I'm just done for the day with this area, I lay out what I'm going to use for the morning, and then I cover it over with, well, this is a tablecloth, and those are linen napkins. So in the morning, after I do everything that I have to do, I get up and feed the cats, and, you know, wash their bottles out, their water bowls out, get them fresh bottled water, fill the fridge with fresh water, and put the housekeeper vacuum cleaner on after I make my coffee and come back into the room. One of these days I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to take you with me as soon as I get out of bed. I'm going to, well, now because I get up and brush my teeth and brush my hair and wash my face and get dressed usually. Alright, I stay in my pajamas until about 10 o'clock. But anyway, I figured I'd take you out into the kitchen, make coffee with you, let you chit chat, see Finn's routine, what he's like first thing in the morning when he comes out to say hello. Alright, now I'm going to put in some twists on this one. Fingers underneath, pushing down with my thumb, up with my fingers, get nice and close to each bend. Don't overbend, you won't have a branch. Oh, you will, it'll be in half. And put one there, one more down on this big limb. When you do that, watch this row. You'll see it go from crooked to nice and straight. I hope you can see. Did you see? Probably not. There we go. How's that? What time is it? No, I thought he was reminding me about lunch, but it's still too early. It's not really lunch. That's his last meal. My husband eats twice a day. I think I've told you that before. He has breakfast in the morning, and then he snacks all day long. And then he has a meal at around this time. I couldn't do like that. And I don't eat meat, so I think it's disgusting. But I do nibble on the cat's treats. No, I don't. I don't. I just twisted two together. I don't know if you caught that. No, I don't nibble on the cat's treats, but I don't eat meat. I like seafood, but I don't. I like when I have to do meatballs, or he likes steak and cheese subs on the weekend after work. Oh my gosh, it's just disgusting. For me, personally, I do dairy. Eggs, not so much anymore. They're kind of grossing me out too. Plus the cost of them is outrageous. But I remember a little story here for you. My oldest son, from the time he was really little, he would not eat. I'm talking about when they start going into jarred food, anything like beef and rice. The Gerber used to put all that crap out. He would gag. He would gag on it. The vegetables would be fine, but he would gag on anything that had meat. So, and there were times that he absolutely refused to eat. And I took him to the pediatrician, and he said to me, when he's hungry, he'll eat. If he doesn't want to eat that, then give him vegetables. Well, that carried on until he was like in kindergarten. And I used to have to make his lunch. He could never eat a lunch from school because there were always disgusting meat. And I used to give him like salads and just all fresh, you know, natural stuff. And fruit, he liked fruit. I remember when we lived in Florida, I just didn't have anything. He was in kindergarten. As a matter of fact, he went to Kiel Elementary, where Krista McAuliffe, from the space shuttle, taught. But anyway, I opened up a can of tuna fish. He goes, I don't like tuna fish. I said, it's not tuna fish. He didn't like tuna. What is it then? I said, look, it says chicken of the sea. I don't like chicken. I said, good, because it's tuna. Kids are smart. Yeah, they used to be jealous of my son's lunches. He's vegan. Has been since he was a little boy. Oops, that's not the long one. I mean, he's strictly vegan. Like when I don't do it anymore, but I used to do the birthday dinner and Thanksgiving, and everything for him was vegan. Every single utensil. If I was making like a red sauce, I would not stir his with it. Like I would do two separate. I wouldn't turn his food around or mix it or do anything with it that touched something that came from meat. Because I swear he would get sick. Like he just, I don't know. God bless him. He's a good egg. And his wife too. She is vegan now. Actually, she's pescatarian. Which is fine. She takes care of his crazy eating, his veganism. But she don't complain. She don't mind it. She doesn't miss it, she says. She probably doesn't. I don't cook like that anymore. I can't be bothered. I don't go to the grocery store. I don't do that anymore. My husband says, well, what do you need? Buy whatever you want to eat. That's my deal. You know what I'll eat. Too many. Let's drop that one off. Talking about food because I don't want to lose track of time and not have his meal ready. I like to take care of my husband. He takes care of me. When people don't think guys are like, don't talk about your husband. Why? Takes care of me. Loves me. He's a good guy. I just look in the mirror and say, well, what happened? Like, where did all those years go? They were good times, but it went by too fast. Especially the wedding. My second son's wedding. Get all dressed. Oh, that hurts. Crack a knuckle. And, well, it was a very beautiful day. But I just remember looking in the mirror going, oh, shit. What happened? When did this happen? And then I looked at my husband. He still looks the same. And then I looked at our wedding photo and said, no, he doesn't. But to me, he does. I don't know, guys. I'm just babbling bullcrap at this point. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Oh, look at that. Two went on at the same time. That must mean they're a pair. Check that out. We'll make it fit. 2 4mm seed beads with a 6mm bicone. That worked very nice. And now we're going to make a leaf. Oops. I'm going to do bicones on the leaf. I'll do some clear ones. I don't know how many pink are in here. I want to have enough to do the other side of the tree. Because I don't think I have any more someplace else. Like these were mixed. And then the clear ones, I don't want to mix them. Okay, let's see. How big of a leaf do I need? Oh, I can do 2 more. Make it real pretty. See, it doesn't matter. You can put as many on it as you want. It's your tree. I mean, we've been together now. Let me see. 1 hour. Hour and a half. But I'm going to finish this branch and call it a day. I might do a little bit more on it, but I will not finish it. If I do end up working more, I will be back and we'll finish it off together. But just so that you can see, this is what I have done on my Valentine's Day. Nothing special. Just sharing my day with the people I love. Doing what I love to do. It's funny, I had someone say to me, you must really like what you do. I was like, why? And why would you say that? Because it shows. I guess it's true. I have over 3,000 of you now. Do you know what that makes me feel like? I don't get the views, but I get the subscribers. I mean, is it something about me, whether you saw it in a short, caught your eye? And some people get like 3, 4, 5,000 views on just something. I get maybe 100 and something. You know, it's not a big deal. I'm never going to make money on YouTube. I mean, I do make money, but when it all averages out, like I think this month, it's every other month I get a check. It's like less than 20 bucks a week. But that's not really why I'm here. Partially. I wanted to be able to help my son with the house. But now that I'm here, I have to stay. Because I like being here. And I've gotten to know you guys both on the channel, off the channel. Text messages, phone calls, you name it. You're all like right in my life. You light up my life. Okay, we're going to call this done for now. I'm not done. I'm going to go get his meal ready. I'm going to give you a peek of this. I'm going to take a photo, and then I will see you tomorrow. It'll be after around maybe 6 o'clock or so. And I'll finish this tree up. But I had to get at least this much up because from me to you, happy Valentine's Day.